We're live right now. I'm in New York, and Everett Triplett, the Bible prepper, is in London, England, on a book tour with his two books, Imminent EMP, Be a Survivor, and You Can Survive World War III. Everett, you have a very important message that you feel we all need to know. But before we get to that, what's it like there in London, England?
London's amazing. I've never been to England before. I'm so happy I chose to come, and we've had a successful book signing. I am the author of the book EMP. I've been writing and focusing on the fact that our society today has achieved the highest standard of living that has anyone's ever seen, but it's all fragile. It's hanging by this technology, and our enemies know it. And there's a speech by General Patton where he said in World War II, he's a genius. He said there's only one military technology not subject to change. It's to use the means at hand to inflict the maximum amount of wounds, death, and destruction on the enemy in the minimum amount of time. And there is no other option available that fulfills that description than a sudden high altitude nuclear bomb burst, boom, like a lightning flash, completely shuts down the power grid, shuts off the internet, shuts off our banking, shuts off our economy, shuts off our traffic and our communication. It is the ultimate way to attack today. And even now, they're blowing up uh, the electric power plant in Lebanon. I saw it got turned on. All the people have no power. It's just it's coming. I've seen it coming for a long time. Wrote a book about it. In fact, it was published in but in March, about a year ago, I went to Washington, D.C. with 750 booklets talking about how this Bible talks about a day of disasters comes suddenly on people who are busy. They'll be eating, drinking, buying, selling, like in the days of Noah. The people that had no idea what was going to happen to the flood suddenly come and took them all away. It says that's how it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. And then a paragraph before that, it says the coming of the Son of Man is in the clouds of the sky with power and great glory. Question, could that be talking about mushroom clouds? Answer, paragraph before that. For as the lightning flashes from the east to the west, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. That's what a EMP does. It's like a lightning flash, flashing from east to west. The nuclear bombs light up the entire sky. But anyway, I discovered Bible prophecies talking about it before 2020 in January. That's when Trump ordered a drone to kill Iran's top general, Qasem Soleimani. And the drone killing of that general had a massive effect on Iran because I saw his funeral where they said the estimated crowd was over a million. They all had their hands in the air and they're all chanting, "Death to America, death to America." And it was the largest public gathering in 40 years, they said. And then his daughter, Soleimani had a daughter speaking to the crowd. She said, what the United States had done to my father, they must pay. Revenge must happen. It is certain. And uh, and then she said, and speaking in Iranian, of course, the translation was, "We will flatten their spider web, and dark days are coming on them." And so I recognize that's what's coming. That was January 2020, February 2020, next month. COVID came out. You got 5 months of COVID. And then at the end of the 5 months of COVID, you have Klaus Schwab on July 8th saying, we all know, but still pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack which will bring about a complete halt to the power supply, to the transportation, to the hospital services. He says, our society as a whole, this COVID crisis will be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack. And then he gives his own people recommended advice. Use the COVID crisis as a timely opportunity to reflect and take a lesson from COVID and improve our unpreparedness. That was a very short little speech he made. I played it 100 times. I can repeat it real well. But what lesson can you get from COVID? There was no bread. There was no toilet paper. Supplies were cut off. You know what? People who were stocked up were just fine. Didn't bother them. You want to be stocked up. That's the bottom line. And so the crazy thing is, Went to Washington, D.C., told everyone the Bible prophecy is talking about a disaster coming. When summer's near, it's at the door. That's in Matthew 24. And that was in March. But then comes getting close to summer, a few months last year, in June 17th, the front page of the Washington Examiner actually said, Senator Ted Cruz sees an Iranian hit on our power grid, and millions of Americans could be killed. And it was June 17th. It even said the Pentagon is focused on it. But it was on June 21st. What's that day? That's the first day of summer. The Pentagon sent the 7 B-2 bombers over. They Buster Bunker bombed Iran on the day summer begins. I think they were listening and understanding the Bible prophecies are happening. Nobody can stop it, and it's timing information. And even when he did that, I even said in my report, President Trump believes he's going to eliminate this problem. And he talked about how he obliterated it. But then it didn't stop. It didn't stop. What happened is we're over there bombing them again because these are called birth pains. Birth pains are not stopping. Expect increasing military hostility. Go prepare. Take a lesson from COVID. Be prepared to self quarantine, stay inside, have a mask. You don't want to breathe in radiation dust. Stock up on your food. Be blessed. And that's about the reason why I'm here in London, trying to communicate to people about the book.